from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the National Football League.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5". Get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him the 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st down, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 31, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now Jones on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver to get him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook. And they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Manziel. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now Manziel. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Second and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Here's Manziel, and that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Five yards remain on second down.
Check. 58.
Back to throw. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Walker has it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Jones toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well.
That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And his throw here's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.